Have you got a dream or a project or a plan, something that you really, really want to bring into your life and you haven't yet even started? Yeah, let's talk about that. I'm Kim Forrester and it's time for a 5-minute Thrive. It's taken me 7 months to make this video, and what I mean by that is I had the concept for these videos about 7 months ago, and I'm only just now sitting down to actually start talking to you. I guess the question is why, and for the last 7 months I would have told you that it was because I didn't have the right equipment. The room was cluttered. I definitely just needed to get a haircut first. I had some other really important projects to finish. I had some really important projects to start. Can I find some other important projects to do? The point is that it's taken me 7 months to make this very first video because they're new and they are scary and I'm feeling totally unprepared and vulnerable. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because if you are human, it's likely that you also have got something that you really want to get started in your life, something that is calling to you and that you know is going to turn you into a greater version of yourself. And it's likely that, like me, you are finding every excuse under the sun not to get started. So let's be brave together today and let's explore the topic of bravery and look at the things that we need to confront if we're really going to leap fearlessly into our discomfort zone. When I was 20 years old, I took myself bungee jumping. I have an absolute phobia of the sense of falling. So I decided I was going to beat my fear, and in the middle of the North Island of New Zealand, I went bungee jumping. And I'm standing there on this platform and I've got the bungee jumping operators behind me and they're counting down 5, 4, 3. And in that moment there, I realized they're about to get to 1. And as soon as they get to 1, there's going to be this huge expectation on me. And I didn't want that weight of expectation on me. So when they got to 3, I shut down my brain. I took a leap of faith and I jumped off the platform. And the reason I'm telling you that story is because we have to realize that when we're stepping into our discomfort zone, when we are going out and trying something new, we are rarely, if ever, going to feel ready. In fact, if we are throwing ourselves into something that is worthwhile and that's going to help us grow and evolve and push the limits of who we are as a human being, then what we're going to be confronted with is a sense of fear and being unprepared. So the point here is never to wait until you're ready. Life is not about leaping when you're ready. Just like I learned on that platform at bungee jumping, life is about leaping when you can. We're taught in this society that we should have a 2-year plan or a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan, and that we're supposed to know every step towards every goal that we ever build for ourselves. But that's not how life works. And life, as I often say, is a matter of momentum, not direction. If you find yourself in a space where you know you want to move, but you don't know where you want to move to, then just take a step forward, a step in any direction. The point is, if you are feeling stuck, if you're feeling restless, if you're feeling like you want to be somewhere and you don't know where that somewhere is, step forward in any way, in any direction, towards anything, and keep that momentum building. And life will step in and will bring you in the direction towards your greatest desires and fulfillment and the greatest version of self. Margie Warren is a renowned speaker. She's a best-selling author and she's globally recognized as a thought leader in human behavior. I was absolutely honoured to interview Margie on the very first episode of the Eudaimonia podcast, and we spoke about bravery And in that interview, Margie said something really profound to me. She said, if we're not expanding the limits of our comfort zone, then those limits are actually shrinking in on us. So we are either taking steps every day to push into our discomfort zone, to become less fearful of the things that have scared us in the past, or we're standing still, and those boundaries of what is comfortable for us are actually creeping in upon us. Now, if you want to learn more about the subject of bravery, please go and check out my interview with Margie Warren on the Eudaimonia podcast. It was, as I say, my very first episode. The audio is not great. I have got better, but the conversation is absolutely well worth listening to. So that's your 5-minute Thrive with me, Kim Forrester. Thanks for being here. Be good to yourself, and I'll see you next time.